Hey guys, big video today, big video. Or I guess you could say, maybe it's not so much of a big video. Maybe I guess you could say it could be like a little video. If you think, if you think about it, if you catch what I'm saying to you, if you're picking that up, because today, who we're going to be reviewing today is a YouTuber that goes by the name of Little Joel. So maybe not so big of a video, but like maybe a big video would be, kind of fitting with that contrast of a big video for Little Joel. I mean, it depends on how you look at it, but anyway, so we're gonna be reviewing Little Joel today, and for those of you who don't know, for those of you who are unaware of, who Little Joel is or what he's doing, well, he's also a YouTuber, and similar to what there are similarities and differences as far as him and I go, and maybe we'll get into some of that. Maybe we'll kind of get into the weeds there, but for now, like, it's and I feel it's the 10th video. I forgot to say, hey, it's the 10th video, and that's kind of that's a milestone, right? So I figured, who better to kind of celebrate, to kind of commemorate, like what better topic to discuss on this kind of a video than Little Joel, and maybe for reasons that might become clearer later, but anyway, so we're talking about Little Joel today. So Little Joel, for those of you who don't know, is a YouTuber like me, and he makes videos, there, and it's similar to mine, and it's also different to mine, his videos also, there's similarities. Like he talks to the camera, in much the same way, in much the same style, maybe, and there's some differences. Like he holds the camera, and here I am, like, kind of, I'm using a stand, and so there are differences. Like, this is a stable kind of shot, and you see his face, and you only see, like, bits of mine. So, like, there are differences there too, but also we'll pick a topic, and we'll do a video on that. And I think, and a lot of YouTubers do that as well. And he and I are kind of in that camp, we're in that kind of side of the Venn diagram too. So there's also that. But anyway, so he makes videos, and, at the beginning of the series, I said it was like a 30-day challenge, and I wanted to, clarify that this is not like us. I didn't steal this idea from Little Joel, and like, of doing 30 videos in 30 days, and, not filming 30 videos in 30 days, but like making 30 videos, and that's what the kind of the part of the challenge that I'm, and I don't know if you could call it a challenge per se, but making 30 videos and posting them one per day, one video on one day for 30 days in a row. And so that's kind of maybe not a challenge, but the project, let's say, that I'm kind of doing. And so that's kind of the differences and similarities to what he's doing. But anyway, so and I think at this point, some people would be wondering, that would be kind of in the back of people's minds now that I, even brought it up, is that, like, is this a parody? Is this a satire of Little Joel? Do you have some sort of, criticism, or is this some sort of commentary on Little Joel, or his style of videos, or what he does? And I would want to say to that, like, at this point, that there are some similarities, but there are also some differences. And so it's not, there's no, like, subtext, I would say. There's no, like, something lurking behind the surface of, like, the veneer of this type of video, I guess. But I have no malice, no malintent, no ill intent. It's and I think if you watched, like, go watch one of his videos, and then go watch one of my videos, and I think you'll see, the differences and some of the similarities too. But this is not like a commentary on that. I'm like, so I think one of the differences that you'll see pretty quickly is that when he talks about a video, I think what he'll do with his with the kind of things that he wants to say, and like kind of, if he has a thesis or whatever it is, he'll kind of like when he's talking, when there's like a subject of the video that he's doing, and he's talking about it, like the kind of thoughts that he's putting together, right? The kind of ideas that he has, and what he'll do when he kind of sets up the structure of how he talks about it and everything is, when he does that, he'll kind of, there's a little bit more efficiency. You know what I'm saying? Like, when he gets to a point, like when he's getting to a point and he gets to that point, and then after maybe a little bit, there's it's kind of a smoother ride. You know what I mean? Like it's no bumps on that ride. You know what I mean? So there is that difference, I would say. And also, I guess some of the, I think there's differences in the type of things that we would talk about, he and I, and some of the differences of like, I'm talking about this thing or that thing, and then he's over there, talking about something else, like, he saw a tweet, and I haven't done that yet, and maybe I will, but perhaps I won't, but like, he saw a tweet and he wants to talk about it, and when he makes a video like that, sometimes he'll just, it's one tweet, and he'll just say like, man, this was an interesting tweet, and it'll be, the video will be over in a minute, and that's kind of appropriate to like the length of the tweet, the size of the tweet, and kind of the content as well, and his thoughts and what he has to say. And maybe with a tweet, if we're sticking with a tweet example, like maybe, there might be another tweet that kind of has it could have replies below where it kind of continues into maybe 3 tweets, let's say, for the sake of example. And then maybe, when he is getting into kind of the topic of what he's talking about, and kind of getting into those details and everything, it's possible that he sometimes he will kind of talk about other tweets, either from the person that had the original tweeted that original one, or from other people who kind of give more kind of additional context to the situation and the kind of the things around it, so that's kind of happening as well. Sometimes in his videos, and he doesn't just do tweets. He'll do something else that's kind of been happening on the internet, like AI generated or related things, or things of that nature, and he'll talk about it. So there's kind of a whole host of things that kind of a range. He and I have ranges of things that we talk about, and they're kind of, maybe they're in different ranges in different areas, and maybe there is, like, you could draw a Venn diagram, and maybe some of the things that I make and some of the things that he make are different sides, and maybe there's a little bit of overlap, right? I don't know for sure, but I think there definitely could be that is definitely possible. So I think what kind of unites us is the kind of variety of things, and in some ways the style of things, the style of the delivery of things. Now, what I would say about something about that could make my videos stand out compared to some of his, because why would if his videos were better than mine, then why click on one of his instead of one of mine? You might be asking yourself that very question. And to that, I would say, and we can talk about, there are ways that his videos are better than mine, and it's not like we're in a competition or anything like it, but we could talk about it hypothetically as if it were, in a way. But what I would say, if I were to say that there was an advantage that I have over in my videos than he might in his, just for the sake of example, is, I might, if I were thinking about my videos and kind of what it makes me think of, right, and the kind of the things that I could think about are, my videos, you could think of as jazz. My videos are kind of like jazz. And if my videos are jazz, or maybe I should have said it so, like, if my videos are jazz, and you could think of his videos as more of, musical notes kind of played together in a linear sequence or fashion, or maybe non-linear, but just kind of musical notes, right? You could think of his videos as that, and my videos as, similar to that, but more of a jazz type situation, right? Where maybe there's a little bit more artistry, or maybe there's a little bit more, it's kind of more fluid, I guess, or more, there's just something about it that I think that might inspire people or make people feel good, and, it's not that, that his videos don't inspire people or don't make people feel good, right? I mean, I'm not exclusively saying that, you don't have to infer the negative on that one, like, the whole waffles and pancakes, that tweet that he might have talked about, but yeah, so it's not exclusively like that my videos are better than his, but maybe some days there are, but like I'm not exclusively saying that, like, just because I'm calling my videos jazz doesn't mean that, his videos are, not worth watching also. Like, I think it's just two different things, it's just like, it's cake and pie, it's cake and pie, and they're two different things. And, like, people enjoy one and people can enjoy the other, and they're just different, and my videos are jazz and his are more of like a sequence of musical notes that are kind of played, in a sequence, and, maybe kept to a tempo, maybe not, but just kind of together, and you can just kind of sum up mine as just jazz, just jazz, so I guess that would kind of be, maybe an advantage, or maybe a reason that you would want to watch, one of my videos, not instead of, but in addition to his videos. We both have kind of our own strong strengths and weaknesses and things of that nature. So it's just something to think about. But anyway, so I wanted to, so 10th video, big milestone, big woo, like it's kind of a big deal, and that's fun and everything. So I kind of want to make it special, and and I kind of wanted to kind of make up for saying in the first video that, like, it's not a stolen idea, but it's just like, there is that perception, the conflict of interest is just as bad as the perceived conflict of interest, if you know what I'm saying. So like, I just wanted to so there's a little bit of a perceived, and I think it would just be, I think, beneficial to kind of the whole situation if I were to just give little Joel a shout out and kind of give him a positive kind of, say some positive things about him and his regard in that direction, and just kind of, and throw that out there and kind of make it special, because it is the 10th video. And so that's all I wanted to do. And I just wanted, and, little Joel, if you're watching, little Joel, hey, what's up? Glad you clicked on the video. And maybe you didn't, but maybe you did. And if you did, then, like, keep up the good work. And, you're doing really good. And I would just say, like, you're doing the 30-day challenge, and I think, and you're probably doing it more as a challenge. And I would say, keep that up, and, kudos to you. I hope you, like, I'm sure you'll finish it and do well, and get some really good feedback. And I know I've been enjoying your videos, and I do watch your, AI slop videos and everything. And, so keep that up. And I would say, like, you're doing really great. And I would, and, in the spirit of that, I would say in that, like, I think it would show kind of how much, I do like your videos. I do like your videos. And I would say that, I would give them, I would say Little Joel's channel's videos would get a 9 out of 10. Yeah. Yeah, or maybe a 10 out of 10 because it's the 10th video, right? Maybe that, but I think I would give it more of a 9 out of 10. No offense, little Joel, but just I would probably give it more of a 9, like, anyway, thank you.